Hey, folks. I think I may have a problem. I've been thinking a lot about the ending of Ace Combat 3, or at least one of the endings that I achieved. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough that it's in the far future and the whole concept of nations and sovereignty and just culture, the whole concept of that went to the wayside and fell sway to just corporate rule. It wasn't enough to just have corporations take over and rule the world. No, 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 no. We're getting into, you might not even be real. You could very well just be a computer chip. That that yeah, that totally makes me want to go to sleep every night.
Joy of solipsism.
Sup, Curie? How you holding up?
Alright, you?
Another day at the office come to a close. As you can see, my giganto big gulp is all loaded up with coke and ready to keep me up all night. Which might be okay. Which might be great because I don't think I could sleep knowing this information. And with that out of the way,
What if the little kitties want a place to rest?
well, eventually, I figure one will want to get on my belly. By the way, I should mention that thanks to the rearranging of missions in the American release, there is one mission that you can't even access normally. Not until you get like all A or B rank in every single mission. And even then, you couldn't access it normally. You would still have to beat the game and go past the credits, and then you'd be able to access the final mission. However, if you just play the Japanese release, which I'm doing, you could play it in normal progression. I don't even know which campaign has it. I just know that it involves taking control of an enemy drone and blowing up a whole set of other drones. I've also come to notice that a lot of these campaigns probably have the same missions, just played from different angles.
Possibly.
Oh, I know for a fact because I actually put in a second save file and went back to that one mission where had the option of joining General Resource, and we still had that one mission where that one delegate was on board an aircraft. Only now I'm on the side that has to go shoot it down.
You're going to shoot down the executive of GE.
Pretty much.
Man, corporate espionage definitely is different in the future.
It's very, very cutthroat. So now, we're going to head back to the dilemma mission. The CEO, Aldair Carlos Nascimento, passed away due to chronic heart failure. He was 75 years old. So the network that the heart is connected to went amok. And General Resource happens to be at war with a company that specializes in computers. So he went on a talent hunt looking for people to just blow up the world along with him.
People just want to watch the world burn.
Apparently, even computer programs do. Apparently.
Hey, you seen that? What was the Microsoft AI tab or something?
Tay, I think.
We know how that went.
You know, it didn't take long to get her to Heil Hitler.
Maybe there's something logical about that as far as AIs are concerned.
I guess. So let's say that the complete erasure of life on Earth would be logical. My true self no longer exists in the flesh. A lot of the terms in this game are just outright weird. I mean, for example, there's the ANSI standard, which is an abbreviation for electro-neuron synapse interface, a standardized circuit path that connects a pilot's nerve cells and a computer. And that is how that's how all these pilots are able to fly their airplanes. They're actually connecting their brains to the airplane. The electrosphere is their word for the internet. InSunnet, abbreviation for Inter-Satellite Network.
Connection cannot be restored.
ナシメントの件どっかおかしくないか。ここ最近まるで誰かが俺たちとニューコムをどうにかして全面戦
Oh, and this Keith guy, he's like the jilted boyfriend. Because the whole time he's like, why do they want you instead of me? It's always been about him and me. But yeah, we're just a couple fat pals. No matter how much we go on about stuff like that, it's not like we changed the world or anything. Oh, and yeah, on this mission, Dash will be showing for the first time in a while. There's lots I wanted to talk about, but, well, stay dependable. Before I get any hate mail based on that, I want to state for the record where that came from. That's actually my impression of Dice doing an impression of OJ. And for those that have been watching the stream for a while, you may recall I used the same voice for Coach in Golf Story. Okay, moving onward. But yeah, back to the weird names. Sublimination is changing.
Sublimation is it's basically when a solid immediately transitions to gas without going through the liquid phase.
Means the process in which a solid directly becomes a gas without becoming a liquid. The way we change information within the brain from solid flesh into software by a brain surgery that transforms the brain into digital data is called sublimination or computerization. Through sublimination, it becomes possible for people to discard their physical bodies from this world and live on software. Or on a software. I guess this was a literal translation. Oh. I probably should have waited about 10 minutes before I started.
Get the burps out of the way.
Yeah. The basic theory behind sublimination was developed by a research development team headed by researcher Yoko Inoue, who was working at General Resource Limited's DOE Military Research Center. In theory, it's possible to produce a dead copy. However, in 2030, an accident occurred during the team's research, and General Resource abandoned continuation of the research. You may notice on the very bottom of the screen, Data Swallow. That's the trade name of their version of Windows.
My mind is going to other places with that name.
I know. And the browser that's being used to access the internet is called Peekaboom. This is what would happen if Japan was in charge of Silicon Valley.
Honestly, considering what's going on in Silicon Valley right now, I think this actually would be kind of an improvement.
You're not wrong. Peekaboom is used in all sorts of situations as an extremely convenient application that will search the electrosphere with a selected keyword and display the relevant data with a color image. The original publisher was a large art and science publishing company that had a special server for vocabulary search in its grocery research department. grocery research department. Coffin, an abbreviation for Connection for Flight Interface. Formerly a military weapon control system that works by neuronal connections. After establishing neuronal connections, the operator controls by laying down all alone in the cockpit, completely isolated from the visual world. It is also called coffin because the situation in the cockpit is like that of a coffin. Coffin can be outfitted on all sorts of weapons such as jet fighters and tanks by exchanging the device drivers because the NC are standardized. Teleexistence, a system that detaches the control system for military weapons and allows control from a distant location. The pilot establishes neuronal connection from a coffin set at a distant location and controls the weapon through teleexistence by the way of internet. There is a weakness to the system because it works through the internet. A time lag is generated in the information traffic, and thus a complete performance of the weapon cannot be achieved with the system. Oh, I swear, man. Okay, where were we? There we go. Increased submarine activity. Believed to be new comms near the petrol coast. Find these docks and destroy them. I have to say, I like this FA-32C. I know it's a futuristic jet, but I do like it for one reason. You'll see in a couple seconds. There's another reason. It's got a cannon instead of a machine gun. I can actually launch 4 missiles. Bingo was his name-o. It definitely looks to be rather snowy. Well, that sucks. A stationary target can't be hit unless it can't be hit if I take the lock-on off. See, I would have preferred fire and forget. Warning! Warning! Come on, warning! Don't you know you're being fired on? Don't you care? Warning! Don't you know you're about to crash into that mountain?
Warning.
I think it's perfectly fine because I got a bullseye.
Warning. Missile alert. Warning.
I will say this much, it felt kind of good to play the bad guy. Because I got to sink the gigantic city boat. Oh, come on. Get a lock on. There we go.
Mission accomplished.
I'd love to see this redone in HD. If any, just to be able to fly the futuristic planes.
例の答えをここで聞かせてもらおう。いいか、よく聞いてくれ。これより私はこの戦線から一気に離脱する。もしも私を信じるのなら、このまま後についてこい。
なんだとふざけるな。貴様本気でおかしいんじゃないか。敵前逃亡だぞ。いいのか。もし離脱するなら、この俺が貴様を落とすぞ。
キース、すまない。だが、私は自分が進むべき道を行く。ここでお前とのチームは解散だ。俺たちは楽しかった。じゃあ、行くぞ。
理解。
以上のやつ、ふざけやがって。着艦するぞ。
Landing.
If only Top Gun had a landing system like this.
Yep.
Pull up. Nice landing.
I agree, computer lady. That was a nice landing.
ニューコムの補給ドックの破壊に成功。艦隊の戦力を相当量削ることができた。しかし、
However, Dyson's actions remain unclear. It's not like he's about to form a terrorist group or anything. Operating out of a blimp.
やっぱり俺の予感 れからどこへ行くって言うんだ。まさかニューコムにでも転職する気じゃねえだろうな。チーム解散とか抜かしやがって。こっちはな、とっくの昔にそう思ってたってな。あいもくそ
Buddy, damn it, damn it. What going on? Somebody fill me in. I can't help but feel dizzy.
Hi, こちらはポートエドワーズ上空まで数キロを飛んでいるところでご覧になれますでしょうか。ポートエドワーズから黒煙がいくつも上がっています。その上空ではニューコム、ゼネラルリソース両企業の基地より出撃した多数の戦闘機の姿が。あ、また爆発です。ものすごい音がしました。皆さんに私の声が届いて。
はい、スタジオです。ここでもう一度今までの情報を整理し繰り返しお伝えすることにしましょう。本日午後ユージアのポートエドワーズでゼネラルリソースとニューコムが交戦状態に突入しました。そしてその戦いは
So we are at all-out war.
NUN 新国際連合では事態を解決するためユーピオの治安維持部隊の派遣を決定。
ゼネラルリソース系列の報道機関では現在放送内容についてキーワード検閲が配信システムに組み込まれたとの発表がありました。このような大規模な報道規制が施行されるのは初めてのことです。現在この番組は独立系パーソナルベースの放送局からお送りしています。それではここで我々が独自に傍受した映像を無検閲でご覧いただきます。
すでに我々は全ての人類に限界を超えてもらうための技術を持ち、その準備もできている。肉体を捨てよ。これは生命を解放するために行われる。
Discard your body. Allow yourself to be digitized.
我々は宣言しよう。全人類のサブリメーション。それこそ
If I remember recall, I think there was a villain that once wanted to digitize all of humanity.
真実である。この技術は夢ではない。その証拠に一つの例をご覧いただくことにしよう。
And to be honest, I think
ビジョン。
that would make a great game. I speak, of course, of Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Yep.
エレクトロスフィアで生命として今も確かに存在している。そう。もともと我々全てが平等に秘めている生命、精神、意識という名で呼ばれてきた力で構成される意志は肉体などといった脆弱な存在を限界とはしていなかったのだ。そしてこの事実を我々は有史以前から知識として伝承してきた。歴史を振り返ってみるまでもない。
Apparently, hieroglyphics was the way to go.
こう変換していた。それこそは新たな人類の姿である。そして人類史上最初に肉体を持たない生命として生まれ変わったビジョン。我々は彼を始まりの指導者として迎え、この革命を実行する。それでは我らがウロボロスの指導者アビサル・ディジョンを紹介しよう。我々の決起を多くの人々はまだ誤解していることだろう。確かに現時点で人々が目にしているものは人類にとっておなじみの殺し合いに過ぎないから。ただこれだけは言っておこう。ゼネラルリソース、ニューコム、ユーピオといった組織が保持している軍隊とたった今も行われている交戦は我々が望む革命にとって入り口。そう、我々にとって真実の敵とはゼネラルリソース、ニューコム、ましてユーピオなどといった権力ではない。この革命が完成するとき、我々が、いや人類全体が掴むものはこのような権力ではない。
かよく聞け。俺は絶対に認めない。奴があのディジョンなわけがない。あれは俺の知ってる俺の相棒だった。ゼネラルのエースだった。俺の親友だった。俺の別人だ。奴はもうどこかで死んだ。あれは奴じゃない。だから俺は奴の名を語るあれを必ずこの手でこの世から。
Keith, you look rather pissed. I hate to ask you this, buddy, but have you ever met him in person? So anyway, the next mission called Betrayal.
ディジョンの放棄後、戦局は急激に悪化してさ。混乱に乗じ、ニュー
Amidst the chaos, Newcom has rallied his fleet at Mega Float with squadrons of fighters confirmed. Annihilating this firepower is the mission this time. We're deploying our state-of-the-art fighter game. Because the war has deteriorated, intel on the front is all mixed up, and we're afraid we'll be unable to provide sufficient support. We'd like each of you to be cautious out there. Ooh, we get to fly an advanced fighter. Simply called Game. Alright, let's see what we have. We have Vulcan cannons, machine gun, and, well, standard cannons. Missile, short-range missile, MIRV. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with standard missiles.
Engage.
No matter what, I'll take him down.
Bullseye.
Oh, I wanted to shoot him.
おはよ
終わったのか。誰が何のために作ったんだ。
巻き添えはあの男だけで十分。
う。ねえ、もういいわよ。
お前は誰だ。
Bullseye.
おはよ
さあ、この世界を知る。俺に何をした。
う。ほら見て。こっちよ。
Am I missing something?
なぜ俺はまだ死んでいないんだ。
君のコピーはあっちで起動してる。
Probably.
もう終わったんだろう。
私も見える？
俺と違う。お前は誰だ。
私が見える。
やめろ。やめろ。
私が見える。
ディオ。
私が見える。
まだ死んでいない。
私が見える。
Caution. Guard.
Folks, there was nothing wrong with your set. There was nothing wrong with your computer monitor or the connection. Evidently, there was a little bit of jamming going on. That's a good thing they give me a lot of missiles to play with, because I think these guys are pros. And Bingo was his name-o. All shall hail the poop bucket. Because I got 9 kills, you only got 7. You can complain all about it you want, if they ain't gonna change nothing. I still got more kills. I got me more kills because I can make cool robot sounds over the PA. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. I can make robot sounds because I am one. What, you thought you were going to catch up? You fool, you. What made you think you were going to catch up to me? I know this because I got more missiles. That means I can fire and forget. Mostly forget how many kills I racked up. Now I have to ask, is it a requirement to talk like either Uncle Cletus from Arkansas or Chuck Yeager or like Chuck Yeager with a really deep voice?
Thinking Yeager.
newcomer armada has gathered at Mega Float.
自動艦隊を攻撃せよ
Update target. Overheating. Damage. Warning, missile alert. Warning, missile alert. Missile alert. Bullseye. 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 Warning, missile alert. Missile alert. Bullseye.
It's another thing I enjoy about the later games. You can just hold down triangle or whatever is the top face button and use that to select your
Next special weapon.
it's next next target.
I think a different button.
Warning, missile alert. Bullseye.
Mostly because if you just keep cycling through all your targets, you'll eventually get to the target you want, but by the time you get to it, it's already too late.
Bullseye. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
ニューコムの軍事勢力は大幅に弱体化した見事な戦果ださすがだなあの戦況で俺よりも撃墜数が勝るとはなどうやら俺も奴の一件で頭に血が上りすぎたようだしなお前のおかげで少し冷静になれたしかしなあそれでも奴との蹴りは俺が必ずつけるそれだけは覚えておいてくれ
He's still butthurt over his squad leader just up and leaving. Mic me up, hurry!
今私はメガフロートの上から中継をお送りしていますウロボロスを名乗るクーデター一派の参加によってゼネラルリソースニューコムユーピオの4つの分状態となった地上紛争は
A quadruple swirl.
いよいよこのメガフロートやジオフロント周辺の上空でも激しい
Sounds about right.
始まっています実は先ほどもニューコムのものらしき戦闘機がメガフロートの上に墜落したようでここからは見ることはできなかったのですがドーンという大きな音だけは聞こえてきましたどうやら奴の空母はメガフロートに向かっているらしいただ今やうちの会社も指揮系統は全く機能していないこれからは俺の独断で 奴らの空母へ向かうつもりでいる。この目でしっかり奴らがこれから何をする気なのか、そしてケリをつけるために。お前に無理に来いとは言わない。だがいつの間にかこんなものに巻き込まれた俺たちにとってのけじめだけはしっかりつけに行こう。これが最後のメールになるかもしれない。だから相棒、俺はあっちで待ってるからな。
I said last night, I'll say it again. That is a pretty plane.
It is interesting looking.
The heart of the serpent. Megaflow has been destroyed by Ouroboros. Not only that, it was done by just one fighter called Night Raven. Sortie immediately and prepare to board the Spherda.
Scramble. Take off. Engage. Bullseye. Warning. Warning. Missile alert. Warning. Damage.
Well, apparently getting swarmed is a bad thing.
Can't imagine why.
Warning. Bullseye. Missile alert.
You know, I kind of figured that.
Warning, missile alert. Caution, damage.
I had a thought, and it just left me. I think it had something to do with being peppered by all the bullets.
Caution. Bullseye.
セビルナからナイトレーベンと戦闘機が脱出したのを確認した。直ちにこれを捕捉し、追撃せよ。くそ、これがビジョンか。考えと今ねえや。あの黒いデカブツから落ち上がりや。
Update target.
Nope, it's Rena. To be continued. We're gonna shoot that little jet down. Darn tootin'. Sneaky bastard. Trying to escape into the geofront. What's the geofront?
Timer activated.
俺が奴を食い止める。お前は起爆システムを。
Bullseye. Caution. Caution. Mission failed.
What? What happened? Okay, I get now what the hell I did.
Timer activated.
I actually hit the ceiling. I forgot that there was a ceiling.
お前は起爆システムを。
Kiri, I think I'm dumb.
Bullseye.
Not gonna lie. I think I'm dumb.
Caution. Damage. Bullseye. Caution. Pull down. Caution. Pull down. Caution. Caution. Mission failed.
Okay, now I'm really curious, because I don't think I touched the ceiling this time. I don't think. Was I hit by one of those laser beams?
Probably.
Huh.
Timer activated.
俺が奴を食い止める。お前は起爆システムを。
Bullseye. Caution. Pull down. Caution. Pull down.
Of course I would miss the target.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
trying to get away from that damn bitch, and she wound up plowing into the side of that building. On an unrelated note, this actually looks like a town in Zone of the Enders.
Same people I think made that game, though. Right?
俺が奴を食い止める。お前は起爆システムを。
Bullseye.
Yeah, when Red was playing the second one on Steam, I decided, you know what? It's been a while since I played the first one,
Hold down.
so I did. Come on, I hit it.
Bullseye. Caution. Damage.
I am moving at my fastest possible speed. I mean, I have not let go of what was it, R1? I have not let go of it for a second.
Bullseye. 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 Caution. Hold down. Bullseye.
Okay, I am just thanking my lucky stars that I can't crash into these things after shooting them.
Bullseye. Caution. Hold down.
Come on, I just have only 3 of these things left.
Bullseye.
This is a really unfair mission.
Bullseye.
Oh, come on.
Caution. Damage.
No, no, not now. Not now.
Caution. Damage.
Yes, now.
Mission failed.
Ah, damn it. And I was hitting it too. Wow.
Timer activated.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what the deal was, but holy crap, that was a douchey move.
Bullseye.
Alright, new plan. I'll just go at it from a circular motion.
Bullseye. Bullseye. Bullseye.
Well, I can see why Rena really loved her plane so much.
Bullseye.
Evidently, she was a non-stop killing machine.
Bullseye. Bullseye damage.
It's okay, I'm not that worried.
Bullseye. Mission failed.
Evidently, I had reason to worry there. Here's something I don't get, though. I was able to fly through those things before. So what was wrong with that one? And it looks like, thanks to the magic of instant replay, we get to find out. Maybe it's the next one up. Oh, why'd you cut to this angle? Okay, so it wasn't that one. Yeah, let's stick with an angle that works. No, damn it, game. I want to see what happened. Can you not follow instructions, game? Okay, flew right through that one. Evidently, I'm being shot at. Okay, I think it's this upcoming one. No? Next one? Wow. That particular one, I could not fly through.
Timer activated.
That is some shit.
Bullseye.
But the strategy does seem to work.
Slow down. Caution. Mission failed.
When I'm not being shot at, of course.
Timer activated. Bullseye. 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 Caution. Slow down.
But yeah, I can see why Rena likes that plane so much. It's very, very swift. It can actually fly like a bird. And it just feels really, really OP. Come on, keep her at bay. I'm supposed to keep her at bay while I do this shit. To be continued. I can't believe someone created that thing. Well, you kind of have to understand, Mr. Keith, that when you make technology that allows you to link your mind to an aircraft, eventually you're going to get an aircraft that can move swifter than anything you've ever seen. May as well be a UFO.
Doesn't mean it won't be awesome, though. The Winged Devil.
You know, you can surround yourself with as many fighter jets as you like. I'm still going to tail your ass.
Damage.
What? You thought a little missile damage would get me to back off? No. No, see, I'm here to stay, vampire gremlin girl.
It doesn't help that she's at least kind of attractive.
And to be fair, she has led a rather rough life. I mean, who could take the whole burden of living in a spacesuit while growing up?
Warning.
And surrounded by people in lab coats.
Probably be annoying as hell.
最初に脱出したと思われるリジョンの戦闘機を確認した。この事件の鎮圧は諸君の双肩にかかっている。何としてでもあの悪魔に魂を負った男を仕留めろ。
Update target.
Mission update.
Warning. 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 Missile alert. Warning. Warning. Missile alert.
Wow. I guess all I needed to do was to get some distance.
Warning. 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 Missile alert. Warning. Missile alert. Missile alert. Damage. Warning.
Alright, you tagged me. And now I'm starting to regret not bringing MIRV missiles.
Warning.
やはりまだか、やつめ。往生際が悪い。やつをやる。今、蹴りをつけてやる。この程度でやられる俺かよ。
So they killed each other.
ビジョンの撃墜を確認。困難な作戦をよくぞ遂行してくれた。諸君の決闘に対して栄誉をたたえる。
Landing.
We honor all of you for your bravery. Now land. My God, that was a tough mission.
Nice landing.
That was a nice landing.
ボロボロスに壊滅的ダメージを与えることに成功。
Catastrophic damage has been dealt to Ouroboros. The coup d'etat is showing signs of ending. Yes, I shall save. There's several. Oh, carry. This is the hidden mission. This is hidden mission number 36 if you played the American version. So there's like several of those Night Raven ships, bird planes. It's a motherfucking bird plane. But yeah, there's like a dozen of those guys now, all of them armed with laser cannons. So what to do? Thanks to you, gentlemen, Ouroboros is destroyed, and the coup d'etat is coming to an end. However, just now, we received intel that an air squadron of unknown affiliation is attacking urban areas. The details are unknown. All we can confirm is their considerable firepower. Give your lives that have returned from battle to General Resource once more and destroy them. We want you to put an end to this horrible fighting. The fighter's honor is yours. We wish you good luck. So yeah, this mission's awesome because you get to take control of one of these things and take out a whole bunch of the other ones.
Nice.
You know, I was kind of hoping I could. I was kind of hoping I could shoot the laser and hit this damn thing. There we go. Okay, I think they're on to me now. So now they're actively engaging me.
Caution. Stall. Bullseye.
Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not hearing lightsaber noises whenever I fire the lasers. Or would that have been too obvious?
Probably too obvious.
Bingo.
And Bingo was his name. Oh. Last night was also a moment of awesome. Because never before in the Ace Combat series have I ever got to pilot an SR-71 Blackbird.
Nice.
Which was very special for me because I actually own a toy of that when I was a little kid. I'm sure you can understand where I'm going at with this.
Caution.
Mm-hmm.
Caution. Damage. Caution. Stall. Caution.
Come on.
Stall. Caution. Stall. Caution. Stall. Bullseye.
It's safe to say they give you plenty of missiles. You would have to be really, really bad at the game all of a sudden to run out of missiles.
Yep.
I mean, they give you, what, 170 missiles?
Some big number.
I don't even understand. I know it's just a game. I'm just left to wonder, how can any aircraft hold that many missiles?
Hammer space.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Caution. Stall.
Just so I know,
Stall.
how many missiles can an aircraft normally hold? About 8?
Depending upon the configuration. With the FA-22, I believe it's 8 to 12, depending upon the type of missiles.
Warning. Caution. Stall.
Oh, it'd be so awesome to fry him with my laser, but I can't line up a shot. There we go. Oh, isn't that cute? We're making passes at each other. Alright, let me go ahead and put some distance in between us. Make a roundabout and unload.
Caution. Stall. Mission accomplished.
You know, now that I think about it, it kind of looks like a boomerang. Or at the very least, a bat'leth.
Yeah.
Or a combination of bat'leth and a Romulan warbird. Yep, they were all remotely remotely operated. Which made it easy to hack them. Magic, baby. I agree. Okay, if I'm right, I think this was made in 1999, right around the very end of the PS1's lifespan. Actually, not really, because I think 2001 was the PS2's release, but still. I mean, there was no other place for Ace Combat to go at this point on the current platform.
Yeah.
I do wish that there were still like alternate endings and branching paths. in the series. And in a way, we kind of got that with Ace Combat 5. But it was mostly like a flip of a coin. And even then, that was mostly decided on your reactions to certain questions. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, how the hell was Chopper supposed to understand that we would understand his question during that jamming sequence? 7-7 up in the air, and you say yes or no. Hey man, that's just rude. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're being jammed, so what does it matter? Now that I think about it, there was that other time with the dog. Bark, bark, yip, yip, bark, bark, bark. Yes or no? I looked it up on Wikipedia. No mention at all of the fact that the entire Cowboy Bebop voice acting team is on the is in the game. Well, with the exception of Faye, or not Faye, but Ed. Oh, hang on a second.
Did you check your schedule before we left?
It wasn't up yet.
To see if they changed your for tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, it wasn't changed.
Okay.
Yeah, for all I know, I'm off for the next 2 days.
Alright, take the pressure.
Alright. Don't worry, it's just something I gotta do later. The hacked Nemo project version of 3, yes. Because I can't read Japanese.
I don't think you know anyone that can.
I can't read Japanese, and yet I wanted to play the version with branching story paths.
It's all in Japanese.
I'm Poop Book. That's short